You're a bad kitty. You're a bad kitty. What?
Okay.
Oh, are we going?
We're going.
We're going.
We have about 10 seconds before this cat is going to want to get down.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Gayle.
We're CraftyBeesFlorida. This is episode 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's September 28th.
Yep. We've got Biscuit on here,
Biscuit.
but she's not happy today,
No.
so she's not going to last
She
long.
is not going to be here for long, but people commented and said they wanted to see her in future episodes, so yeah.
She's getting big.
She is getting big. And I noticed today she's going into her first heat, so yeah, that's going to be pleasant.
Yeah.
So she'll be fixed very, very soon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's funny because I just took Rochambeau yesterday and got him fixed.
All right, bye-bye.
So, I know.
Say goodbye
Bye,
to the
Biscuit.
audience. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, she's not very cuddly anymore. We'll see how she does in here. She may have to leave the room.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is a podcast about knitting and crocheting and
beekeeping.
beekeeping.
And all things crafting, I would say.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that? If we can think it and we start doing it, you guys are going to hear about it.
Exactly. Wow. And it's the end of September. It feels so crafty to me right now, right?
I love fall,
I
really get into everything and just wish I had all kinds of time just to craft all day long.
I know, me too.
We had a busy couple of weeks though. We were off last weekend to a bit of yard down in Englewood.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. That's a beautiful yarn store. It's so nice.
Yeah, it was wonderful. They were very nice. They had lots of good yarns in there and
we bought
very
a
helpful.
few.
Yeah. Yeah, did you bring any of the ones that you bought?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Should I show them now?
Oh, you know what? We can.
We
It's
can
our
do
podcast.
Oh,
we
that's
can do
right.
whatever
We can do whatever we want. Well, let's see. So.
Yeah, this is from a bit of yarn in Englewood, a nice yarn shop. It's just a cute little place.
Yeah. So I bought enough of this to make another ranunculus. And this is really interesting yarn called Jody Long Alpa Mayo. It's organic Peruvian tangui cotton blended with extra fine baby alpaca. And I've never felt anything quite like that.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's soft, but it's got a little bit of the structure that you get from cotton.
Right. So it's 50% organic cotton and 50% baby alpaca.
And they did have... they had some samples knit up in this, and they were beautiful. I mean, the stitch definition on it was really lovely, nice. And so you could kind of see everything that you were doing. So I think this is really going to show that your ranunculus very well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, the reason we really went was because a Bit of Yarn was one of only 2 stores in Florida that were going to be carrying the Earth Yarns, what's it called?
I don't remember.
Spiral Grain, which it looks to me like is a competitor for Spin Cycle yarns. So I'm going to just hold that up so you can see. So I just bought 3 different colors.
I didn't realize you got 3.
I did. Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
I think so too.
What are the names? Did they name them? I noticed Earth Yarn used to always just have numbers, but I've noticed they started naming theirs.
They did. This one is Sugar Pine.
Oh.
And let me just tell you what this is made of. This is, it's 100% superwash extra fine merino.
Okay.
So this color is Sugar Pine. This one is Katsura. And this one is Crab Apple.
Nice.
So
I like that crab apple. Actually, I like them all, but that's
you
kind
like
of
this one?
yeah, I really really do.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to. These will make great little Christmas projects. You know,
Yes.
maybe mixed with something else because I have quite a few skeins of yarn from Webb's store.
Do you know the actual store is in like close to Boston, I think?
Yeah, it is. It's in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
I'd love to go there.
Yeah, but
I've heard that's a great
that
store
would be
to
really
visit.
cool.
Yeah, I do. I like their website. They always have stuff on sale. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I got their Malabrigo email that their Malabrigo is on sale, and I was like, but
I've bought quite a bit of Malabrigo.
You can't go wrong with Malabrigo.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
That's another thing I'm thinking because I have that Malabrigo Mecha or Mecha.
Right.
And I bought a couple sweater quantities, and that's a bulky yarn, so I'm thinking
I
may make a couple
how much fun.
I know. I might make a couple sweaters for Christmas.
That's funny. I was just looking at a pattern. I have to try and think of what it was. It used bulky yarn, and I was like, oh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any bulky yarn sweaters, but I would think it would be really nice to have on a cold day and just to...
Yeah, I was actually thinking of maybe giving them away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, now that Megan and Jason are up in...
Oh, you mean, are you going to make a sweater for them, or you're just going to give them the yarn?
No, I'm going to make a sweater.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, I realized the other day that I've never made anything for Megan. So I feel a little bad about that. So I'm thinking she might have a sweater in her future.
Oh, well, good for you. That's right. Make her feel loved. Now,
That's
Megan is
my
Gayle's
son's
fiance. Yeah.
And they've just moved up to
but they've been together.
Syracuse
Jason
area.
and Megan have been together a long time.
Yeah, like 10 years.
Oh, God. He needs to put a ring.
He has put a ring.
Well.
Oh, you mean a wedding ring?
A wedding ring.
He's moving a little slow there.
Well,
it works for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
happy.
know what though? Sometimes I talked to actually someone yesterday, and she was complaining to me. So they bought a house together, and they lived together for like 8 years, and the house was in her name, but he was refinancing it, and in his name made first, and then her name second, but it was a VA loan, so they had to be married.
Oh yeah.
So they got married for the loan, and she's like, it's turned into such a pain in the butt, and she's like, we both say we wish we hadn't done it, you know, and they were very comfortable
can be
that
a
way.
Pain in the butt.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. So we did that. We went down to Englewood. We had a great day down there. We just tooled around Venice,
so nice.
And downtown Venice,
Had
and
lunch.
Yeah.
And
it was a lovely
cream.
day. We get these big ice creams,
God.
and we're both like, oh, this is too much. And we're acting all...
One scoop. It was one scoop, and it's like she put 3 scoops in there. I'm not going to be able to eat all this.
We ate all of it. And I was like, oh my God. I think you left like one bite, so she could say she didn't eat it all. I was like, I'm not leaving eating it all.
It was so good.
It was delicious.
Kill wins.
I love a good ice cream, and I don't get it that often. So
I know. I don't either.
Okay.
I don't eat much ice cream, but
yeah.
Boy, that was a good one to splurge on.
I know.
And that fudge. We bought fudge too. You bought fudge, right?
I did. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was good.
Yeah.
I bought it for my husband, and I ended up eating half of it.
All right, but let's talk about the marshmallow pop. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You guys.
Right.
So there is a marshmallow pop. So it's a homemade marshmallow on a popsicle. But they dip it in caramel and cover it in dark chocolate. So you've got whipped sugar on sticky sugar on chocolate sugar.
My God.
It was the most delicious
Wasn't it
thing.
though?
And I thought, oh, it's going to be too sweet. And I ate the whole thing.
I know.
I was just like, and I was going to say, oh, I eat a bite a day.
I was just gonna say the same thing. I was
happen.
gonna like eat half of it and then put the other half in the little box that came in. And
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh my God.
It was
good.
delicious. I don't think I'll ever get another one. It was probably like 2 days worth of calories right in that pop. But yeah, I'm like, what? But we don't do it that often, so it's okay.
That's right. Thank you. I feel better.
Well, if it's done, it's done. Yeah, so we did that. Did you do anything else?
What did I do? Oh, I started a bunch of sprouts in my hydroponic garden for fall. Some sage and thyme. And all kinds of
very nice.
autumnal things.
Very nice.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
I saw they had mini pumpkins for the hydroponic garden.
That seems kind of silly to me because
Do you know what?
It seems very ornamental, right?
It is
I'm
ornamental.
all about eating the stuff.
Well, you know what they did?
garden.
They actually had a recipe on.
They did?
I was just looking at it today. Isn't that weird that you bring it up?
Yeah.
I was just looking at it today because I needed to get some more seed pods. And so they had the pumpkins, little mini pumpkins. And I love fall and I love pumpkins and mums and everything else. And so they had.
Over there?
She's playing. She's having a good time. So they took the top off and scooped out the middle, and they put a creme brulee on the inside, like if you were having a dinner party.
Yes.
Instead of a ramekin, serve it inside this mini pumpkin.
Oh, that's fun.
I know. Now I just said, if I would only, I'm sure I could have a dinner party, but I would probably not have a dinner party. It's too much work.
I know. Yeah, I'm not big on
Maybe
dinner
Christmas
parties.
or Thanksgiving would be cute, though.
Yeah.
What a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a lot of saved up, credits for seed pods. So.
Well, there you go. You got to get some.
Oh,
well, you have to put them in so that your
right
pumpkins
now.
grow. Yeah, so you won't have pumpkins by Thanksgiving, probably. Do you think it'll take that long?
I think
No, probably
so.
30 days. I don't know.
To grow a pumpkin?
It's a baby pumpkin.
I know, but the plant has to grow and then has to flower. And
well,
then
I expected to do it overnight. Get going. It's hydroponics. Top.
It does grow fast. Did you see mine out there?
I did not. I just came straight in after I hit every school zone on the way here. I was like,
School's in.
I know. And I passed like 4 schools.
True.
I have to remember
You're
next time.
You're going to have to find a different
take
route.
the highway. I like taking the back roads because they're beautiful.
I do too. But not at this time of the day. I know just the way you come and there's schools all over the place.
Yeah.
Olivia got a new job yesterday.
Olivia got a job.
She
nice.
did.
So she just graduated college, right? This year.
With her master's. Grad school, yeah.
Okay. So tell us about her job.
Yeah. So she's going to be an advisor in the biology department.
Oh, wow.
Advising incoming students.
Mm-hmm.
So, so she's really excited about that. And
Right.
I'm really excited about that because
when does it?
I'll get a little bit of a
start?
raise myself.
Whoa.
I've been helping her.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. She starts like 3 days before we would leave for Rhinebeck. So she's not going to be able to go to Rhinebeck with us, but next year.
Next year. She'll have some time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that just means that I'll have to go out and visit her.
Well, and welcome to the real world. I remember, getting that first job.
I know.
People saying, "Hey, let's go," and I'm like, "Okay," and I'm like,
"No, I can't."
I can't.
No.
So.
She's very excited about it.
Yeah.
She's been really stressing about not having income. Because even while she was in grad school, she had an income because she was a TA, a teaching assistant.
Right.
So she had income from teaching. And, so this is the first time probably since she was 15 that she hasn't had any money coming in, and she's been going through her savings. So. Oh. Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that she got that because
that's
very stressful. Yeah. Wondering when you're going to be offered a position.
I know.
Like, did I go to school for the right thing?
Exactly.
Did I, you know, I mean, you get all these self-doubts as you're waiting, so I'm glad it worked out for her. That's awesome.
So what else has been going on with you?
Well, my mom made an impromptu visit. Yeah, she doesn't come down that much anymore. She's older, and it's a long drive, and it's all 75, and everybody's doing 90, so. Yeah, she
That's a big trip.
Yeah,
for her.
yeah. So she came down. She stayed 4 or 5 days, and we had a great time. We did lots of crafty things. She always says, "I'm not crafty." Now, when I was young, she always did. You know, they painted ceramics back then, and so they always painted ceramics, and she always knit or crocheted or did something like that. But she insists she's not very crafty, and I'm like, that's not true, Mom. You are. You just, you know, I mean, now I think knitting and stuff hurts her hands because of arthritis, but I put her right to work doing some ceramics, so we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I took Rochambeau and got it fixed. So he's neutered.
How's he doing?
That
was just yesterday,
That
right?
was just yesterday. I just brought him home yesterday evening, so he spent the whole day there. You have to drop him off like 8:30 in the morning, and then pickup time is 4:30. So he was fine. Seamus totally growled at him when he came home. Yes. I don't know if he smelled weird because of
maybe all the other animals or something.
Yeah, Seamus was, I mean, like in full, I'm not having you in this
Oh
house.
my gosh.
Yeah. And Rochambeau's like,
weird.
"No, Seamus, I love you." He kept going up to him. So it took him like all of 30 seconds to say, "Oh, okay, I know you." Never mind. So yeah, but it worked out because Rochambeau came to bed. You were talking about Louis having a bad night last night.
Yeah.
So Rochambeau got in the bed with me, and he's just like over me, back and forth, just walking over me. And I think he really wanted to lay down with me, but he normally doesn't get in the bed. And eventually he just came over and he got under my chin and purred all, and then until he finally fell asleep. And I think he was so happy that I didn't leave him there.
Yeah.
I was like,
I wonder if that change will make him, you know, a little more affectionate. I mean, he was a little feral when you got him, and I know he's warmed up, but he still is a little skittish, right? I wonder if this will make a difference.
I think it will. I think it will, because I think it was after we took Seamus and had him fixed. Within 4 or 5 months, Seamus kind of came around. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but I think it's a good thing. Definitely, I would not have an animal that wasn't neutered or spayed.
No, that's the responsible thing to do.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's all my excitement. I don't know if that's really exciting, but there it is. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you got? Anything new on the needles?
I do have something new on the needles.
Oh, look, she's rocking our
biscuits
hitting the camera.
Oh, she's right underneath it with a...
No, well, hopefully nobody is seasick.
Yeah.
You know, motion sick.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Finally, after 20 years.
20 years. It's been sitting in your stash.
It has been sitting in my stash. My
that's
my mysterious
beautiful.
Spain yarn.
Can I touch?
Mm-hmm. Please do.
Oh, that feels nice. That feels like it has a little cotton in it.
I think it must, because it does not have much stretch.
No?
It knits like cotton. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful though.
Yeah. So I'm making the no frills sweater by Petite Knit.
Very good.
Yeah, just a plain pullover.
Hold that up there so everybody can see.
Yeah, the yarn is really
beautiful.
It really is. It's got those. It's weird. I've never worked with a yarn like this because
pink has a little shine.
It does, and it's like some of it is like wound, like real fine stuff wound around. I don't know what that pink stuff is. But yeah, I'm just in the raglan part. doing the raglans, but
beautiful. So it's a top-down raglan sweater?
it is.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
One piece.
So one piece. I've done the German short rows for the back.
Nice.
And I can definitely see, and you know what, she even says in this pattern, if you want to hold the shape of the neckline, you might want to put some elastic thread in it.
Oh, really?
And I can see that I think I'm gonna have to do that. I mean, it
might end up being like a boat neck.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm
That's
fine
beautiful.
doing that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yes, I'm really excited, and it's an easy pattern. It's a really nice pattern. She really explains things well.
Who wrote it?
Petite Knit.
Okay.
That's the name of the designer. I don't know what her name is. She's,
okay.
I don't even. Where is she from?
I don't know.
I don't know. She's Danish or I don't know. Anyways, she has some beautiful pattern. You've knitted the Cumulus.
Yep.
Sweater was by her.
Yeah, I mean, her patterns are wonderful. Her patterns are absolutely wonderful.
And really classic shapes and styles. So So I think Olivia might be getting that one.
Oh yeah. Get you knit. I knit for myself primarily. Isn't that interesting? I wonder who everybody else knits for. Do you knit for other people, or do you just knit for primarily for yourself? I do it primarily for myself. I like to knit for other people, but I find it a little harder.
Yeah, it is harder. It is harder. And you know what? Unless it's somebody you're very close to, like your daughter,
right,
or one of your children, they don't really understand how special it is to have somebody knit something for you.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
they don't really appreciate it as much as they should, I don't think.
Well,
I would if somebody knit something for me, but
if only you knew someone who knit. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think when you know the work that goes into it, it's a little different. And if you didn't ask for it, and you didn't really want it, and somebody presents it to you, and you're kind of like, you know, it doesn't mean that much. I think, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll have everybody chime in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, tell us what you think about it.
Exactly. What have you got?
You know what? I've got two things that haven't been shown before. I'm going to do this one first because this goes with our yarn that we got at a bit of yarn down in Englewood. And I was trying desperately to get to a color change. So I got these two yarns. This one is, I need my glasses. See, I'm unprepared. So this is burnt amber, and
is that beautiful?
I don't know who it's by. Let's see. This is the one that they put by Bryson. So this is by Bryson, and they put a tag like right over where the name is. So this is called burnt amber. Isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
Just loved it. And then I also got the earth yarn, and which one did I get? I got let's see if it'll say the name.
I think it says it. Doesn't it say right here?
I don't know, does it?
Ginkgo.
Ginkgo. Okay, thanks. So this is ginkgo. So it's wound, so you can't really see too much of the color changes. I didn't make it to a color change though on this.
Oh, it looks so pretty together though.
Yeah, it does look really nice. So this is Colorful Geometry. Let me see who it's by. Hang on. And you can see that it's got little triangles in it. So it's quite an interesting knit because it's got those little triangles and
I wonder if
it's not complicated.
Does that show up? Did it show up in the? Let's see.
I don't know.
See if I can hold it up there so everybody can see.
So it's called Colorful Geometry, and it's designed by Petra Makova.
Very pretty.
Krylova. So when I was looking for something, I wanted it to really showcase this earth yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And so this particular, it's a shawl. It's going to be a shawl. This particular shawl, I'm trying to get this line out of here. It's got a little yellow line. Let's see. For highlighting on this app. Well, I'm just going to leave it because I can't seem to move it. Nope. Let's see. Sorry. There we go. So it's actually designed to go with minis. So you could use all of those different colors are just designed to be minis and then a main color. So I thought that this particular earth yarn changing colors would work. I was hoping to have a color change for you guys, but not yet. I was knitting furiously on it, but
it's hard to know when.
Well, you know, I was looking at it and I thought, oh, maybe it's just 2 color changes. But I was looking at what you had, and you can see at least 3 in the skein. So it must be, there must be another one in here. We're going to see.
Yeah, you're going to find out.
It's going to be a surprise for everybody. Oh, and I'm going to say this. So I bought these rocket squared needles. So we went to a bit of yarn, and then we went to Venice, and then on our way home we stopped at a Good Yarn
in Sarasota.
And so Good Yarn was just bought by Emma's Yarn. Emma's Yarn
by
Four Pearls, who showcases Emma's Yarn.
Do you know Emma just had her 22nd birthday? That girl has accomplished more.
I know, right?
In her short life than most of us will ever accomplish.
So let me show you guys these needles. And I'm sure you must have seen them at some point. So they're kind of squared, and they have these little tiny ridges. Oh, that's a great.
Yeah.
See? And these are size 4. I'm loving them, Gayle.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was wondering if you would. So what do you love about them?
Do you know what? It kind of holds my yarn on. It doesn't, like with straight needles, it kind of just it slides right off. This kind of, but it's not too sticky where your yarn won't slide on it. And they're very comfortable in my hand.
Yeah, does it make a difference? The
grip?
Know,
I would like to say yes, but I just actually enjoy knitting with them. So it must, I don't know if it's ergonomically any different or anything like that, but I am enjoying them.
Well, good.
Yeah. So if you saw
it was
them,
money well spent.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, it's a good purchase, and if you were thinking about trying them, I would say go for it.
Excellent.
All right.
So,
what else you got?
Oh, well, I've made quite a lot of progress.
Oh my goodness, look at this, you guys.
I finished all the color work
for
the
that's
unbearable.
Adorable. I am dying. That is so cute. That is just adorable. Yeah. Look at those flowers and those fuzzy little bears.
I know.
Now, I love them.
You know, I said last time I couldn't wait to finish up with the mohair because it was such a pain.
Right.
But now that I'm finished with it, I love that I did it because I used a darker brown mohair. You know, it's this color held with 2 strands of mohair, and you can see how much darker it makes the bears.
I was going to ask you that if it was the same main color. It is. It's just
yeah. I wonder if, that's hard to see.
You can see a little bit of the regular yarn peeking out there.
Yeah. But yeah, the effect I think is exactly what I wanted, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know how animal fur has like different colored tips sometimes, right?
Get the artist coming out in you.
Well, let's see. Although, oh my gosh, I wanted so much to have this finished by the time we went to Rhinebeck, and I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to...
No. Well, yeah. I mean, that's only 2 weeks away. 2, 3?
3, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
But 3 weeks to finish.
Those bears are adorable. Oh my God. I love them so
I love them
much.
too. I'm really happy.
I'm totally
really
going to
happy
steal
now.
your idea.
Good.
About the mohair.
Yeah?
Because I love it.
Oh, you should. You know, somebody left a comment. I don't remember who said this, but somebody on our YouTube channel left a comment when I was asking, you know, give me some ideas of what color my bears should be. And she said, what about white or a cream color, like a polar bear? Or what about a tan color, like Winnie the Pooh? And I was like, oh my gosh, so many cute colors you could do bears.
Oh my God, you could do, instead of a cream, you could do a dark color and then a white bear.
Exactly. Wouldn't that be adorable?
That would be, maybe I'll do a polar bear.
I can see that in your future.
I know.
So,
that's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on stockinette. I mean, you're just gonna fly through
you
that
know,
part.
Hopefully. I'm going to really try. I'm going to try to really fly through it. And I'm not doing the hood. You know, the pattern comes with a hoodie.
Right.
It's supposed to be a hoodie. And in Florida, you know, I mean, this is really, feel how thick that is with all the different, you know, as it is, I'm going to wear it probably once a year.
Yeah.
Definitely, I wouldn't be wearing a hood. So,
I'm making a hoodie.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Yes,
yeah.
I'm going to.
We'll
yes,
go for
definitely.
it. The main reason I'm not doing the hoodie, honestly, other than the fact that I don't really wear hoodies, is that I don't think I'd have enough of that red. You know, this red, this poppy color is what was left over from my twists and turns.
Oh, okay.
Mystery knit-along shawl. And I thought it would go so nicely with this, and I wanted the flowers to be that color, but I don't think that I would have enough, you know, and that was Expression Fiber Arts, you know, when she's out, she's out. Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to get more of that. So,
oh my God, that's so cute. You should be so proud of yourself for knitting that.
You know, I am. And I will tell you.
That is quite the project for your first color work.
For my first color work, you know, I was watching a podcast the other day, and the girl, I love this, she's going to remain nameless because I do love the podcast, but she was saying, now I've never knitted a Colorwork sweater, but I want to, and so these are my dreams, that I'm going to show 10 Colorwork sweaters, and all the things she showed were so complicated with such, you know, okay, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, you got to show your jacquard, what is it called, a ladder?
A ladder back jacquard, which I had to do because some of the floats were so long, and I still am really afraid that I'm going to have a problem with, you know, some of the floats not being, you know, being too tight. But I didn't know. I've never done color work before. I did not know the tension. So, yeah, I think to pick a complicated, I wish I had done other things before I had done this. And you were so right. You gifted me the pattern for the unbearable hat. And I should have done it, but I was afraid I wouldn't have enough time. Well, look at me now. I probably still don't have enough time. But
well, you could if you probably put all your concentration into finishing this. You could probably finish it.
All right.
Because
let's see if I can.
Is it fingering?
No, it's DK.
So if it's DK, yeah, you could do it. You'd have to abandon your other projects though until you got that done.
Yeah.
So
I can do that.
Yeah, it just depends on what you're, you know, I mean.
Yeah. I wanted to have something new cast on for this.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
So that's why I did my
right.
no frills. But yeah, now I can do that.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you get it done for that.
I know. You're right.
You know,
right.
But if it's something you really want,
yeah.
I think you can make it happen. I mean, you just have sleeves on the rest of your sweater to do. You plow it out. Go, girl.
Yeah, and I've been looking at a few different like sweaters that have you know, this provisional cast on, and then picking it up to do a crew neck.
Okay.
And the one thing they say is, you know, to do some short rows. You know, you want to do short rows in the back to make the back longer than the front.
That it doesn't choke you. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, so that's the part I have to figure out. You know, but.
That shouldn't be too hard. You just did short rows on your other one, right?
I did, yeah,
and
but that was top down. This is bottom up.
Yeah, but this is the... I see what you're saying. So, you know what I would do? I would get out my Coco Knits book and find her short row pattern for your size and then go up.
Go backwards?
Yep, just go backwards. That's what I would do. But see, I'm not like, you know, some people are so good, they don't need a pattern. They just know, I want to, you know. I mean, short rows are like here to here, right? I mean, you don't go all the way out. You just do them in the middle.
So like from here.
Right, exactly.
Back and forth.
Exactly.
Like 7 or 8 times.
I think so. We're winging it.
We'll find out. If anybody has any tips for me on how to do this,
that's right.
Please leave a comment.
Absolutely.
So, anyway,
that's so cute. Though.
Yeah. So,
I kind of hope you finish it. I would love to see you wear that to Woolen Folk.
Yeah, that was my dream to do that.
All right.
And hopefully, Max and Vincent would be nice when I have this fear that, like, I think they're so lovely and so nice, and what if go up there and they're like, where's the hood? This is not our pattern.
I can't believe you're wearing that. Right?
No.
I'm sure they're not that way. Positive. They're going to be fabulous.
I hope you're right.
I know, I'm right.
You're going to be there with me, so you'll console
I'll take them
me.
Down. I'll take them down. You talk nice to my friend or
That's
else.
Right. That's right. So what else have you got there? Something interesting.
I do have something a little interesting here beside me. So I kept saying I was going to start it. So I've got my Easy Bee started. So let's see. Can you hold that side?
Yes.
Let's just pull this down a little bit to show some of that color work.
Oh, I think Biscuit needs to leave.
We'll let her out in just a minute. Let's hold that up so everybody can see all those different colors.
Those colors are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it looks like the Grand Canyon at sunset or something.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
It turned out really pretty. And this is, let me let Biscuit out. You keep everybody entertained for a minute. Come on, Biscuit. All right, see you later, alligator.
Sorry, Biscuit. Biscuit is not the cuddly kitten that she was for about a day and a half. She is on the move, so
well, you know.
So maybe after she gets spayed, she'll get a little more cuddly.
Oh, maybe she
has lots of fun though. She really
do you know what?
She has a good time.
Yes, and I will say that Rochambeau and Seamus played constantly. Yeah. Seamus is about a year and Rochambeau is about 6 months, so they played constantly.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And we had Sammy, my mom's cat.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
How did that go?
It was okay because Sammy's old. He's like 14. So, you know, he kind of had his own little space there. But Seamus did go in there that last night. And, oh, it was like, I mean, they didn't get physical with each other. But all you heard was,
oh, my God.
I mean, it was so loud. We're all sitting there. It's like 9 o'clock at night. The dogs jump up and everybody's like, oh, what's happening?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I told my mom, I said, oh, Seamus is going to like feel so good about himself because they were leaving the next morning.
Oh.
I was like, that'll teach that cat.
That's right. He was responsible.
Oh my God. You guys are probably like, these ladies and their animals.
Yeah.
I know we're ridiculous
Oh,
when it
yeah.
comes to the animals, and I know that.
So this is the Easy V.
the Easy V. So
This is Caitlin Hunter.
mm-hmm.
Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep. And so I'll double check that. But yeah, this is Expression Fiber Arts Brocade is the name of this one. And these colors here are Emma's yarn, and they're minis. And she put together DK minis. This particular color palette is called Hawaiian Punch. And so what I did with the minis is just said, okay, these 3 are dark because there's 3 colorways. There's like a dark, medium, and then a light. So you would normally have 3 different colors to do the color work, and I'm just switching out between. So I've got a dark, this is the light, and then these are medium. And I'm just
gorgeous.
It doesn't matter if it, you know, one is kind of not long enough to do the whole first color work section, but that's okay. I'm kind of completely fine just winging it. I think it looks pretty.
It
All of the
does.
colors go well together.
Yeah. So what kind of a cast on is this?
Oh, that's just a long tail cast on.
And this is just all ribbing. Like
It is ribbing, and it was such an interesting way to do it because you had all of your stitch markers so that you had the shoulder ones, because if you look here, see the shoulder stitches are straight and these are at an angle.
Oh.
So it was super interesting how she did that. And
so it just starts increasing on the sides there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was super interesting. The pattern is written so well. I mean, you know, what we would just come to expect. And let me just make sure I've got the right. Yeah, Caitlin Hunter. It's the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. I'll show you what it'll look like. This is what it's supposed to look like when got a call coming in. So it should go off the neck like that. And then, so it's supposed to be just like a kind of one of these sweatshirty sweaters, you know, you just wear in the wintertime.
Love it. So show your color work.
I'm
seeing the back side of it there. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so you know what? That's a good first color work sweater because are you having to catch any floats there?
No.
No, see?
No, I'm not catching
that. So that is a good example. You know, I think today we were going to talk a little after we show all of our stuff. We
can talk now if you want to. Okay. I'm okay with it.
Okay, we're going to talk about some
work.
good color work first patterns because
right, yeah. I mean, color work
something you should work your way into.
Well, I think to practice one because you don't know, you know, how tight you're gonna knit. You know, we all knit at different tensions.
Yeah.
So sometimes you knit too tight and then your floats are too small and you get that little pucker. Sometimes, you know, your stitches end up, for some reason, you have to go up a needle size. And I don't know if it just helps with that tension issue. So
I just found, let's see, I took a picture of a tip that I found today. I was like, well, that's a
little late in coming, huh?
Yeah, too late. Okay, bonus tip. Always capture the float at a different point for each round so they're not stacked on top of each other, which creates a visible gap on the front of your work.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. I wish I'd known that about a month ago. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I did, because my intention was to do, I think this sweater, this is the Cipolla sweater, and it's by, let's see, wait a minute. I'll tell you guys.
That's really pretty too. Oh.
This is your camel.
It is, and it's so soft.
Yeah, it's softening right up. So this is also by Caitlin Hunter. So apparently we're on a Caitlin Hunter.
Well, she has great patterns.
She does have great patterns, and I've been trying to, with the geometry colorful shawl, I would specifically, there's so many that she has out. Her, Joji Locatelli, and Andrew Mowry. They've got such beautiful stuff. I was looking at those and I was like, Christina, you have to get away. You got to find other makers, other designers, and give them some love.
That's right. Well, we're going to do that today.
Yeah. So before I made this one, I had yarn left over. And so this is the Night Blooms hat by Espace Tricot. I actually watched Espace Tricot. I watched their podcast yesterday and was trying to listen to how they pronounced it. And I took French for 4 years in school. My grandparents spoke fluent French, and my mom spoke French pretty well. And I'm like, Espace Tricot. Espace Tricot. So yeah, I should know how to do that. So I did this one first. Turned out very well.
Really
I'm
nice.
Super happy with it. But I found out I should go up a needle size and things like that.
So show the back of that work.
Okay. And so
that looks so beautiful and neat. Is that your first color work?
This was my first color work that I ever did. So yeah, but it's a little tight on my head. Because I didn't go up a needle size. I know everybody's like, oh, go up a needle size. I thought I was special. And I didn't need to do that because I knit big. And I just thought automatically I knit big.
Yeah.
But I didn't bother to think, I know I knit big, so I already went down a needle size.
Oh,
so my brim is fine. And it's fine, it's wearable, but you can feel it getting a little tight. I don't know if I was up north and you were wearing it all day, if you keep it on your head all day. But
I see.
But yeah, something tiny is a great practice.
Yeah, and something with not more than 2 colors at a time.
Yeah.
The Unbearable at some points had 3.
Really?
The red, the brown, and the white.
Oh,
which
wow.
just about killed me. So here's a pattern that I found that I thought was very cute and a very good first color work pattern. I'll show a picture that's a little bigger. It is called the Biscotti sweater.
Oh, cute.
Isn't that cute?
That is adorable.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of design on there just to make it stand out and give it a little oomph. Huh?
Yeah. It's by Kiyomi Bergen.
Nice.
It's a bulky weight yarn.
Really?
There's another picture of it. Yes. So, and as you can see, there's just the color work around the neck and the cuffs and the bottom, just so you're not going to have any floats and something like that. I think that's very doable and really classic.
It is classic.
Isn't it?
You could wear that with absolutely anything. And yeah.
I think that would be...
Yeah, it looks like there's just like 2 or 3, maybe 4 stitches for each column.
Right.
Perfect.
Right. So no catching of floats.
Mm-hmm.
Although I am happy that I learned how to do that.
Yeah.
And I learned that ladder back jacquard, which
I
is
can't
a
believe you.
good skill to
You
have.
were telling me about that. I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It's my first Colorwork project. I think I'll do everything. Go, girl.
What the hell?
But you did it. Look at those bears. They're
I know.
awesome.
I know. I did it. It
Yeah.
almost killed me, but I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Did you have another pattern that you thought would be an easy one, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another way to start with color work is to start with doing a pattern that has slip stitches. You know,
Like mosaic knitting.
like mosaic knitting.
Oh.
Yeah. And I found this sweater called The CQ by Alicia Plummer. Here it is, right here. I don't know, is this a better picture? Let me see here. Let me see if it shows up better here. Ugh, I'm getting the glare from the
Oh,
there. Maybe
perfect.
that's better. Yeah.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And there's so many, look, this is the same sweater.
Oh, adorable.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a great pattern. And yeah, so it's mosaic knitting. It's just a classic top-down
Mm-hmm.
style.
So no seaming?
No seaming.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that cool? I
Yeah.
think this is a great pattern, and I think for your first color work, you know, it's going to be much easier than what I chose.
Well, you've done mosaic, right?
I have, yeah. You know the that one by Andrea Mowry.
I was going to say that nightshade shawl. Is that what it's called? Night shift.
Night shift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mosaic, and also the tessellated vest that I'm doing. That there's no way I'll fit. What?
Well, you have to pick. Which one did you
I
want to
know.
do? The tessellated? The bears. I would do the bears.
Yeah, I'm
if it
gonna
was
do
me, I would do the bears.
I know, I'm really crazy about the bears.
I
so
am too. That
I'm
is
gonna-
absolutely the most adorable.
Thank you for
thing.
saying that. I'm really proud of it.
You should be. It's fabulous.
I'm already thinking, oh God, I'll probably have to give it away to my son or something after. Because
Why?
I mean, it's so thick. When are we ever gonna wear it?
Just tell your husband to take you someplace up north a few times
That's
a year.
true.
It's okay.
Okay.
You vacation. Honey, I need to go someplace cold so I can wear my knits.
That's true. That's true. I have one more that I think. Do you know about this Lunenburg pullover? It's by Amy Christophers.
No, I haven't seen
I
it.
think this would be a nice first color work pattern because it has a very small repeat, you know?
Is it color work
So-
or is it your mosaic?
It's color work.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's take a peek. Oh, how cute.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you're not going to have big floats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Top down.
top down.
Nice.
Yep, top down with I don't know what's a bohus? B-O-H-U-S. Is that even how you pronounce that?
I don't know.
It says it's worked from the top down with a bohus-ish stranded yoke.
I don't know. We'll have to
I don't
Google that.
Yeah, we'll have to Google that. Maybe somebody out there, one of our friends knows.
I know, right?
But,
We're counting on everybody today.
we are, yes. Help us, people.
That's funny.
Help us.
That's funny.
What have you got? I'm just doing all the talking here.
No. Well, you know what? You have do you have another knit project? I don't have any
I do
more.
not. No, I don't.
Really?
Well, I mean, I have old things that
right.
are on
I
needles, but,
yeah,
you know.
I didn't work on mine that much. I got into that Easy V, which I'm absolutely loving.
Oh my God.
Knitting. So
you should be, and you're gonna love it when it's done too. I can just see that on you.
Yeah,
that is gonna.
Maybe I'll finish
love
it by Rhinebeck.
I
Not.
hope you do. No, you don't think so?
I don't know. Maybe
You're a very fast knitter.
I
You're
don't
way
know if
faster
that's
than
the
I
case.
am.
I don't know if that's the case. Hey, let's talk. So we talked about our color work. We wanted to talk about that.
Right.
Did we have anything else on our list of? I had something that I kind of wanted to talk about just because I thought this was so interesting, and I don't know if other people do this, and I know that you do.
What?
Is everybody joined like a knitting group on Facebook?
Oh.
I have a few, and occasionally, and I don't get on Facebook a ton, but you know, you get little pop-ups, you know, hey, this is happening, that's happening, or I get on there and you see such interesting things. So I've got a couple of things that that I thought I would mention. So I'm in one of the Facebook groups, and I meant to write them down, and I looked at all of them for you guys, and I didn't write them down, so I don't remember the knitting groups, but we'll put them in the show notes. The couple that I belong to. What Knitting Uncensored is one, right? And one's a sock knitters one.
Oh.
So, and the reason that I mention that is because, you know, sometimes people see something and they're like, oh, you guys, this is happening over on Ravelry. You might want to jump in on it. So I had these socks like favorited in my favorites, and let me see if I can find them on Ravelry here. That's what I meant to do. And so I had them bookmarked, and somebody says on the Facebook page, she put all of her patterns for free for a limited time. Wow. Yes. So I pop right over there and get all of them for free. All of the ones that, you know, I was like, oh, those are the ones that I didn't want to like, you know, I always feel weird. Like I don't want to take advantage and take all the patterns. But the ones that I had on my list that I had favorited, I was like, yes, please. I would like those.
Well, if she didn't want you to do that, she wouldn't have put them up there for free. And you know what?
Well,
as you show them they're not going to be free forever. So as
true.
you show them on this podcast or to other knitting friends, you know, she's likely to get more business from it. Other people will buy that pattern, so I don't think you should feel bad about that.
That's probably true. But I mean, and they're super cute. Look at this. These are socks.
Oh my! Are those chickens?
Those are chickens.
Oh my God!
Yeah, this is what is this one called? So it's published in. Wait a minute. Let me find my. Don't forget the chickens socks.
Oh, so
and
cute.
It's by Sophie Skinner. So she still has some of her stuff up there for free. Sophie Skinner. And she has, I'm looking for she's got mitts with these little mushrooms and, I mean, just cute stuff. And so I would encourage, if anybody wants to go to Facebook and join a knitting group, you know, I find knitters very supportive.
I agree.
You know, you have questions. A lot of people ask questions. What does this mean? And stuff like that. And I also found this one. She posted up this pattern. And I thought, oh my God,
that's cute.
Stitches Brew is the name of it. And see, these are cauldrons and little cats with witches' hats riding brooms.
Oh, that's adorable.
And then even, where's the other? Oh, I don't have it. Doggone it. So it's even on the back. She has on the bottom of the foot this little mosaic design. Super cute.
Oh, that's clever.
She posted in the Facebook group. She's the designer. So it's Stitches Brew by Jennifer Ballou, it looks like. And she posted in the Facebook group a picture of her socks, and she said, I'm going to be releasing them tomorrow. And so which is today. So I got on there today to see if they were released, and she had them 15% off.
Wow.
So naturally, I bought it.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
I think they're so
super
cute. It's Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm totally there.
Oh, you're doing them.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in a couple of Facebook groups. One called Knitter's Gonna Knit.
Knitter's Gonna Knit. I like it.
And the moderators are so cool. One of the moderators, or is that what they call it? Admins?
So. Admins.
Yeah. Is this guy named David Van de Kamp, who's a designer.
Really?
And I don't know where he lives. One time I thought he lived in China, but then he posted something about that he's Serbian, so I don't know where he lives, but he's absolutely adorable. And he posts stuff all the time, and he looks at it all the time. So if I respond, I reply to one of his posts, he replies right back. He's so sweet. And the other admin is his good friend, the one who also has a YouTube channel called Fiber Chats.
Oh, okay.
Do you know?
I think I've watched it.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so, I mean, Facebook is a great place. And you just join the groups. You don't have to look at it all the time, but you can get, I mean, if something's coming up, if a designer's putting a sale on or has something for free, or if you needed help, it's a great resource to go to, I think.
It is. Oh, darn. I feel bad that I forgot this. It's Irina someone. I don't remember her last name, and I feel very badly about that, but I'm going to put it in the show notes so that...
Yeah.
Irina, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh, Irina Shar, Shaar, is the other admin.
And that's Knitter's Gonna Knit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Really cute. And so inspirational, because so many people post what they're making, or, they'll ask a question if they're stumped on a pattern. And
yeah. And you can find good patterns simply really because somebody knit it and they're showing their work.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many patterns I've grabbed because I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Yes, please.
I know.
In my saved patterns.
Yeah.
So, do you have something else?
I just have a couple books I want to talk about.
Can I show my wish
Please
list tea?
do.
This is my wish list tea. I've had it in my saved for a while, and I'm gonna have to do it. I pulled it out today. Look at this one. This is called the Bee Tea by Alexandria Winigar. And look, these are little bumblebees. All down, flittering about.
I've never seen that one before.
You've never seen that one before?
Oh my gosh.
I wish I could get
cute?
a bigger picture. Yeah. It's adorable. And I love the one that she did with the gold, and it has a little bit of purple, so I think I'm gonna try and emulate that color scheme because it's beautiful and I love it.
Yeah.
So
can't wait to see that knit up.
I know, it's on my to-do list here. See, that's the problem I have, is that I have to still make Nikki something, but then I'm like, oh, but I need to make this tea. And
I haven't started any of the assigned pooling projects that I have. That beautiful shawl, I'm on a little shawl hiatus right now.
That's
but
right.
I have that shawl with the rosebuds all over it, the blue and white stripes, and then the roses.
I've got one to do like that I got from the chick that knits, and I think it's called the lemon tree or the lemon drop, and
that's the gray.
It's the gray and the little yellow flowers and the cream lace piece.
We should do one of those at the same time so we can compare notes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
And we'll have to do it after we get back from right back.
Yeah.
That's a
where we'll
time.
probably get 5 more. I went so overboard on assigned pooling last year.
Oh,
and I haven't done any of it.
Well, you know what I need to get? So I've been kind of holding back, thinking of things. So I think I'm going to get the yarn for my unbearable hoodie in Rhinebeck. So I'm going to have to decide if I'm making black bears or brown bears or polar bears. And then, of course, now he's going to have to be a fuzzy bear.
Yes. Well, and you know, they have a mini unbearable hoodie for children. So
that's a lot of work for kids. I'm just saying they grow out of it so fast.
Okay.
That would be like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
You know, but if you made it in neutral colors, like not pink or not blue,
Right.
and you had neutral colors, you know, kids are going to have more kids.
That's
Not little kids, like
okay.
married children.
Okay. Yeah.
My married children will probably have more children.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to have grandchildren. I'm hoping.
Oh, you will.
I'm ready now.
You
I'm
will.
ready. For a long time, I thought, I'm not ready for grandchildren yet, but now I'm really ready.
I think we should have them first, before children.
You know,
They're more fun.
that's what my mother always said. Yeah.
Well, what books do you have?
Oh, so on the same theme of help with color work, this is the best book. I don't even think I've told you. Oh, I think I mentioned it yesterday to you that I needed to show you this book. It's by Tin Can Knits, and I don't even think that it's available in print. It's an ebook, but it's called Strange Brew, and it's a recipe for a colorwork yoke sweater knit bottom up or top down in 3 gauges and 25 sizes.
Did you say Tin Can Knits?
Tin Can Knits.
Everything that she does, they're like that. I mean, wow.
Really
That's all I have to say.
size inclusive, just like a recipe for all these different.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
awesome.
cool.
So there's patterns for specific, you know, I didn't print out a lot of, you know, it's like 185 pages.
Really?
It's a huge
185 pages.
It's huge.
How much is it?
It's like $24.
Oh.
But to me, it's kind of priceless because
Right.
there are recipes for how to do your own color work sweater.
What?
And they also have an app.
Tin Can Knits has
Yes,
an app?
they have an app for your
There's
iPhone.
an app for that.
There's an app for that.
What?
Yes.
Look, we instantly picked
I know.
up our phones to
Look,
go
here it
find the
is.
app for that.
Here it is.
Oh, you already downloaded
I already
it?
downloaded it.
I should have known.
It's so awesome. There are free popular PDF patterns, over 190 knitting designs to make.
Really?
There are free patterns, there are paid patterns, there's 9 fabulous patterns. There's everything. It's amazing.
You know, how about that? I mean, that little piece of information is worth its weight in gold.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's another one that's worth its weight in gold. Are you
When did you
jealous?
get that?
I know.
I'm a little jealous.
I know.
Didn't you get on Amazon when we got back from Venice?
I did.
All right, you guys. We were at where? A Good Yarn, and I was looking at their books.
Oh yeah.
And I was looking for that.
You were looking for this, and they didn't have
it.
it.
They just sold out.
Yes, but you can go on Amazon and you can get yourself one. And I'm sorry I didn't get you one. I should have gotten you one, but I did not. It is a fabulous book. I mean, she dissects. This is Patty Lyons' Knitting Bag of Tricks. So most people probably know Patty Lyons. She's really an excellent designer and teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She dissects how stitches are made up. So this is more, tricks on how to
So it's almost kind of how to read your knitting. If you know how that stitch is made, you can look at your knitting and say, oh, that's not right.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, sometimes I look at my knitting and I'm like, I don't know if that stitch is backwards or not.
Exactly.
I mean, how I can usually tell is if it's tight like if my stitches fell off the needle and I put them all back on.
Right.
And I can't usually tell by looking at them because
but when you put your needle in,
it's tighter if it's backwards,
right.
And so then I know I just knit it through the back loop to get it back facing the way. But I mean, not by looking at it. So that book would be fabulous.
Yeah. Oh look, I dropped a cast on stitch.
Oh,
taking long tail cast on to the next step. Patty's 4 tips for picking the right size.
Oh, I could always use that.
Just...
I'm always feeling like size is a crapshoot for me.
Me too.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No.
We should probably take a knitting, a sweater class.
That would be a great idea. Yeah, a tailoring or fit.
Yeah,
class. And they are offered. I don't know where around here. We don't have that many resources around here, unfortunately, but might be another little road trip for us.
Well, I kind of wonder if Four Pearls is going to offer more classes. Kind of Good Yarn kind of got out. I think for a while there they were doing a few classes, and then after COVID they just never... they never kind of went back to it. So maybe they'll pick back up. I would love to do, how to tailor your sweater, how to know what's right for you, because how many sweaters do we make that aren't right? Yeah. And then each time we make
it, so much work into it.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
and I feel like I make the same mistakes over and over again. Yeah. Do you do that? Or do you learn from everything you make? I don't know. I feel like around the fit.
Probably around the fit a little bit. Yeah. But I've learned my armpit lesson.
Yeah.
I
learned your armpit lesson
from
too.
Me?
By accident.
Oh, okay. You did it yourself.
Well, no. I on my Unbearable. Mm-hmm. I split for the sleeves and started knitting the body and didn't even try it on. And after I had an inch knitted, I was like, wait, I should try this on. And, because I remembered what you said about how the yoke was way too long, I had just stopped as soon as the color work was done, because it said something like, make sure the yoke is keep knitting until it's at least 10.5 inches long or something. So as soon as I was finished with the color work, it was 10.5 inches. So I immediately, split for the sleeves and started doing the body, and without even trying it on. But
how could you stop early though on that colorwork sweater? Let's say you only wanted 7 inches here to here.
Well,
maybe you'd have to do a different size.
Yeah, I suppose so. But it said keep on knitting in stockinette after the color work until it's 10.5 inches.
Right.
But as soon as I finished the color work, it was already 10.5 inches. So I didn't knit anymore.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. So you tried it on and it fit. So thank goodness.
But, oh my God.
Yeah. What a cool book.
This is a great book. If you don't have any other book, this would be a really good one. Yeah, this is a good one because it's just chock full of explanation. Fix that first stitch, just on how to avoid holes in yarn overs and increases.
And you know what? To have that really book good. Rather than doing your garment and having a hole and saying tag on it, Yeah. There you go. Maybe did she tell you how to fix it if you did make a mistake? I know you haven't read the whole thing. I haven't read
the whole thing. I did see something though.
I bet she's got a little something in there. And I always, you know what? Am I the only one who kind of gets confused on gauge? Meaning,
no, you're not the only one.
I've got my ruler and I've got my stitches. Yeah. I must count it 10 times.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, did I count that right? And then, And then if there's more stitches, then it's going to be bigger, or if there's less stitches. I don't know. I get confused. I have to think about it every single time.
Me too. And you know what I just thought of last week while I was doing the gauge for that no frills sweater?
Mm-hmm.
I always get confused. I'm always like, oh my God, how many stitches is this? And I look at it and my eyes go buggy, and I
do that too.
Why don't we just count the number of stitches that are on the needle?
You silly girl.
I had never done that before. I always just laid it out on the fabric, and I'm like, shit, was that is that a whole V or what?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh gosh, that's funny. That's funny. True.
I had never thought of just counting the stitches that are on the
I usually have
needle.
mine bound off though.
Oh,
because
really?
I bind mine off and wash it.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. I often don't do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. I didn't do that before, but then with that beautiful brown brocade, that was a whole sweater, like way too big, because I didn't wash it and
oh wow,
and do it. So now it's kind of one of those things. I always do that.
Yeah.
What else you got? I see something pink over here. What is that?
What?
This stuff.
Oh.
Did you look at them?
Yes, I looked at those. Those are the pom-pom.
Look how cute.
I know. Look how they wrap them when they send them to you.
That's adorable.
So if you go on Pom Pom Publishing, I don't know if they do this all the time or if this was just a special thing. They were like, you can get 4 magazines for this special price, and they were, back issues, but they were all new to me. So I got 4 different magazines, and I put them there so you can take them home with you, because I know you had been looking at them.
I would love to look through them.
Yeah,
thank you.
So take them with you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Are we ready to move on to beekeeping, or do you have something else?
No, I don't have anything else. I'm good. So
all right.
I think we're ready to talk about beekeeping.
All right. I went in my hives. Did you go in yours?
I did.
Yeah?
I went in them this Saturday.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, because you have more stuff there than I have, I see. So, yes, I have 6 hives now.
Oh, you split?
Split
1 or 2?
I split 1. Well, I had 6 hives Saturday when I split them like a month ago, right before the storm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I had that one hive that had thousands of bees bearded on the outside every afternoon. So I was like, I just feel like, and when I would go in there, they were just so crowded. So I was like, I'm going to split this hive. So I split it. But that was a month ago. So, when I split it, I had moved the queen from that hive over into the new hive. And I had left plenty of resources there for them to make a new queen, eggs, existing brood. So what I was expecting, since it had been a month, I never go a whole month without checking them at this time of the year, but never say never, because this time it was a whole month. And I thought, okay, well, that's time for them to have made a queen cell, hatched a queen. She might even be mated, so maybe I'll see some brand new eggs in there, right?
Right.
I go in there, no queen cell, no brood. Tons and tons of bees, but in the brood box, not even a drawn out frame. It's like they had eaten all the wax off I know I didn't leave 8 frames of nothing.
Wow, what were the girls doing in there?
I don't know.
What were they thinking?
What? I don't even know.
So all of the eggs that you had left in there, so
they had
you
all
had
hatched,
your big
I
box,
guess,
and
right.
then you took your queen and half of the brood,
right,
and you moved it to another box. So
right.
she thought she moved homes and she had more space. So
exactly.
So this one, they had eggs, and they had nurse bees, and they had baby bees and larvae.
Yep, and it had a couple of supers on top, so there was plenty of honey and bee bread, plenty of resources.
They should have immediately known that their queen was gone. Right. We need to make a new queen.
Exactly.
And they had all the resources to do that, and yet they were like, meh.
So yeah, but not only did they not make a new queen, but they got rid of all the wax, all this. I'm telling you, every frame was like it was brand new.
Oh my God. What were they doing? I wonder.
I wonder too. So, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to move some more eggs in there because, you know, so I don't know if they wouldn't swarm without a queen.
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know why they would take all that wax. That's weird.
I don't either.
So you needed to give them more eggs so they could try again to make a queen.
So the split was doing great. Lots of eggs. The queen, I found the queen in there. She was doing great, so I left that one alone. Then I go to the next one, hive number 4, and they had like 4 queen cells. That's a huge hive too.
Oh,
yeah.
They
were getting ready to swarm.
So they were gonna leave you.
They were gonna leave. So what I did was I took the queen from that hive and took the queen and took a couple of other frames of eggs and brood and put her in my queenless hive. So now they have a queen. I left all the queen cells in the hive.
The original hive.
Yes,
that you took her
that
from.
I took the queen from. So now, you know, they're already in the process of making a new queen. So, yeah.
Wow.
It was a very eventful day.
Yes, you were very busy that day.
Yes, but wow, they're bringing in. It's going to be a great harvest this fall because the Brazilian pepper is in bloom right now, so that's what they're bringing in. And I can tell because the nectar is such a weird color, right? It's like a greenish yellow, almost neon greenish yellow looking. Oh. So that's what the Brazilian pepper nectar looks like. So there's tons of that in there. So we're gonna have lots of honey.
Look at you. Yep. That's awesome.
Yep. So that's mine.
Oh.
What happened with yours?
Oh gosh, mine. So I got into the blue hive that I saw 2 queens on last time. Remember, all summer.
Oh yeah.
All summer they've been just not really producing very much. They're not producing bees. They're not producing honey. They just were not doing much. And so the time before this time, I saw 2 queens on the same frame. I didn't get a picture. One of the queens ran off. So I get in there this time. It's chock-a-block full. So the new queen that's in there is definitely doing her job. They've got lots of bees. They're all busy, you know, nursing the babies and bringing in some pepper tree nectar. And so I'm excited and I'm looking. And so we go to a bee association meeting, and one of the guys had said, I mark my queens because then I know if they've superseded and I wasn't paying attention, and I know if I've got a new queen because she's not marked and things like that. So I was thinking to myself, I'm going to mark my queens this time. If I see them, I'm going to catch them. And mark them. And you do that by just give them a little dot of paint. It's like safe paint and a little pen that you just mark them on the back. And so I find a queen immediately in the blue hive. I pull her out and I mark her, and I'm being very good about myself.
You should.
And then I realize none of the bees care that she is not in that hive. There's not one single bee going over to see her. Now, you guys, when you have a queen, the bees want their queen in the hive. They will stay with her, okay? And so for them not to pay any attention to her means that she might be a queen, but she is not the queen.
So is that the original queen that's like 3 years old that came
I don't
with
think
that blue hive?
I don't think so.
Because that had a really old queen in it.
She
at
did.
one time.
It was a really old queen. I don't think so. This was a little queen. So I almost feel like maybe she didn't go get mated or something like that. She was little. She was a tiny little queen. So
is this the one that had the 2 queens in it last time?
So apparently they still have 2 queens. And I couldn't find the second queen. I searched and searched and I couldn't find her, and finally I was like, okay, whatever. And I put the original queen that I marked back in there. So now I've got a queen mark that probably isn't the queen. You know, she's not the one that they love. So, but that was okay.
Well,
I was
they'll
pleased.
love her next time.
Yeah, I was pleased that the blue hive has finally, decided to participate in the honey making process. So I go to my yellow hive, I open that up, and they're doing great. They're super good. Now, the yellow hive requeened about a year ago. I've never once seen the queen. And this is the one we were talking about, and I said I might need you to come over and help me find her. I found her.
Oh, good.
So she's in there. I'm so excited about this queen. I'm going to capture her, and I'm going to mark her. And the hive is being really calm as I'm going through. I try and capture this queen, and those bees went bananas.
Oh, no.
They got so angry, and I was so concentrating on trying to capture this little queen with my little cup, and so I got stung right here.
No.
I swear.
Oh, that
it
hurts.
Swelled up. I looked like Jay Leno the rest of the weekend. It was awful. I said, thank God I didn't have any big plans for the weekend. It was terrible.
Oh.
So I ended up, bees 1, Christina 0. I did not mark her. I just gave up.
Yeah, time to just walk away.
Yeah. And Peach is still doing great. They're doing their thing. But I did notice they're not putting honey or nectar in the frames that I harvested in the spring. So I'm like, I don't know what to do about that. I'm not sure what to do with the flow frames. They seem not to care that much about the flow frames. I think if I gave them regular frames, they would be doing better.
Oh.
So I might switch my hives in the spring. I'm not going to do it this year because it's just the end of the year and they don't have enough time to make the honeycomb where they would put the nectar.
Right.
So maybe next year I might pull those flow frames off and just put regular frames on and just run regular hives. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Bees are so funny, and I think we try and do things that are a little easier for us, and I love being able to harvest in like 20 minutes, but they're not going to give me that much honey each time because they're pissy about it.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably not worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my inspection. So it was good. It was a great inspection.
Yeah.
I was super excited to see Blue up to snuff. Yellow's doing very well, and they clearly adore their queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's doing really good. So I, like you, am hoping that I think probably sometime in October we should be able to harvest.
Yeah, around the end of October. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's going to be a big harvest. That's going to be a lot of work. I may need your help again because now I don't have any children here to help me.
Yeah, well, I'll come help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So
what have you got over there?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about these. That's so funny. So I had wax, which I love the smell of wax, and she doesn't want to smell my wax. So I had this in my...
Say I didn't want to smell your wax.
So I had this in my refrigerator because sometimes the bees put a lot of honey in the brood chamber, which means that the queen has less space to lay. So when that happens and they get like 2 frames on either side full of honey, I'll pull those and take those with me, even though I don't have a regular extractor. But this is the wax that I got, and I thought I'd just show everybody. So I just...
It's beautiful, isn't
let's see. Everybody can see the waves in it. So yeah, I was really pleased to get, and it's not a lot of wax, but it was just 1 frame.
Yeah.
So it was okay. I was really pleased with that.
That'll make a candle or something.
Yeah. So then I went someplace and I left my purse in the car or something, and it got really hot. And so, I showed this on one of the other podcasts. This is the salve that I made. So it got really hot and this melted. And look, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to show everybody first, see if everybody can see it. Do you guys see around the edge? See how it's really kind of liquidy around the edge? And I think I said last time that in the recipe, I put honey. And I specifically put the honey in case, if you had a little cut or something on your hand, honey's really good antibacterial. But apparently, if it melts, the honey separates from the rest of the wax and the butters that are in there.
Oh, whoops.
So, yeah, this is...
So it's sticky?
Yes, all that wet stuff there is honey.
Oh my God.
That's all it is. And I didn't realize it. I put it on and was like, what is going on? I'm like, it was a sticky mess. So I think in the next batch, we will not put honey.
What a good idea.
Anyway, it's all trial and error what makers do.
It is, but isn't it so fun?
It is fun, and I know now that these that aren't made, I'm not going to let them melt, but the ones that are. And I also thought, this is a 2-ounce package, and I always thought, people put those little 1-ounce package, they're not big enough, and so I swore I was going to do 2 ounces. But then I figured out why they do 1 ounce. 2 ounces is quite a bit to get through with a natural product because you don't have any preservatives in it. So this could last like 2 years.
Yeah.
Really. So I think 1 ounce is the smart play rather than 2 ounces.
That makes sense.
Anyway, if anybody's thinking of making creams, lotions, salves, that's just a little hint about that, especially if you're not putting any preservatives in it at all.
Good idea.
So
yeah, I want to make some of that creamed honey. We were talking about that a few days ago. I didn't have a chance to do that before this podcast, but maybe by next time I'll have made some creamed honey or honey butter. We used to call it honey butter when I was a kid. Didn't you call it honey butter? Or
I don't know that I ever had creamed honey before. Really? I bought it at the bee meeting. They had made it there. That's the only time I've had it. But
really?
Yeah.
I remember my mother used to buy it, and it was sold in the grocery store. It was called, I don't remember what it was called now.
Was that up north or down here?
No, down here. Down here. Yeah. So... Yeah. So good though.
We didn't have, I've never had it before now, but it's great for like if you like toast in the morning or on biscuits. I love honey. Anyway, there we go. I know,
that's a good thing.
All right. So I think that's all we have for you guys.
So we didn't even say this yet, but and we should say this always at the beginning, but we forget. So if you like our content, would you please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, because it really helps the word get out to other people who are searching on YouTube. So
yeah, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Well, we hope everybody has a good 2 weeks.
Yep.
And we will see you soon. So
see you in 2 weeks with the finished unbearable
sweater. From your lips to God's ear.
I know.
I hope so. Anyways, we'll see you all soon, and happy knitting.
Yep. And happy beekeeping.